So let's talk about Notion. You open it up, and there it is, that blinking cursor on that big, white, empty page. And if you're like most people, it can feel, well, a little intimidating. But what if I told you that blank page isn't a weakness? It's actually where all of its power comes from. Let's break it down together. Look, the biggest mistake people make is trying to build some massive, super complex life operating system right from the start. So for now, let's just forget all that. We're going to ignore all the crazy possibilities and zoom in on the one single core idea that makes everything else just click. And that one big idea? It's the block. Seriously, you got to think of Notion less like a Word document and more like a giant box of Legos. Every single thing you build, whether it's a tiny note or a giant company wiki, it all starts with just one brick. So, a block is the absolute fundamental unit of Notion. It's the atom. And once you really truly get that everything is a block, you suddenly see just how flexible this whole thing is. You can pick them up, drag them around, and even completely change what they are with a couple of clicks. And this is where it gets kind of wild. A block isn't just text. Of course, a paragraph is a block, but so is a to-do item, an image, a video, a whole table. Heck, an entire new page can be a block that you nest inside another page. That's what people mean when they say it's modular. It's all just blocks. Okay, so you see how these blocks start to stack up, right? You go from one block to a collection of them on a page. But the real leap, the moment where Notion kind of reveals its superpowers, is when you understand what a database really is. And you know what? It's shockingly simple. A page is just your canvas, right? It's where you put your blocks. Well, a database isn't some scary, complicated spreadsheet. It's just a collection of pages. That's it. A bunch of pages that are all grouped together. So to really see this in action, let's say you're starting a new project. We'll call it Project Phoenix. You might start with a simple to-do list, just like this one. We've all done this. Each line is just a simple text block. It's familiar, it works, and it's a great place to start. But we can do so much more. With literally one click, we can tell Notion, hey, turn this list into a database. And bam. Now, each of those tasks isn't just a line of text anymore. It's its own full-blown page. And now that they're pages, we can add properties. Things like a status, a due date, who's in charge. You can see how this is already way more powerful. But wait, because this is the aha moment. This is the thing that changes the whole game. We can change our view of that exact same data. Instead of having a to-do list app and a separate Kanban board app, you have one source of truth. We haven't copied anything, we've just put on a different pair of glasses. Now it's a Kanban board. It's perfect for tracking progress. You can just drag and drop these cards and the data inside, that status property, updates automatically. And this quote right here, this says it all. This is the whole philosophy. You put your information in one time, and then you get to look at it through any lens you want. A table, a board, a calendar, a gallery, a timeline. You just pick the view that helps you get your work done. So being able to view the same data in different ways is, frankly, amazing. But what if we could connect totally separate databases? I mean, that's when you go from just having lists to building a real interconnected web of knowledge, connecting things like your projects to your tasks. I mean, think about this scenario. I bet you've been here. You've got one database for your big picture projects, and another one that's just a master list of every single task you have to do. Right now, they're just two separate lists living on their own islands. So how do we tell Notion that these specific tasks actually belong to that specific project? Well, the answer is a property called a relation. A relation is the magic bridge. It's a special property you can add that doesn't hold text or a date. It holds a clickable link to a page in a totally different database. This is how you connect everything. And once you've built that bridge with a relation, you can then use something called a rollup. Think of it this way. If the relation is the bridge, the rollup is the traffic that goes across it. It lets you reach into those connected pages, pull out some information, and even do calculations with it. So what's the big payoff for all this? It's this. Because we created that relation between our projects and our tasks, we can now use a rollup to look at every single task linked to Project Phoenix, count how many are marked done, and boom. We get an automatic, always up-to-date progress bar. You never have to manually update project progress again. This is when you're really building a system. Okay, so let's recap. We have blocks, pages, databases, relations, and rollups. That's pretty much the whole toolkit. With just these few types of Legos, you can build, well, pretty much anything you can imagine. Let's look at a couple of real-world examples. So if you're a student, this could be an amazing assignment tracker. You could have one database for all your courses, another one for all your assignments, and then link them together. You'd never have to wonder what's due for which class again. It's all in one place. Or let's say you're in a business. You could build a full-blown dashboard to track your company's goals, their OKRs. Here, different projects are linked up to the high-level objectives, and that progress just rolls right up automatically, giving everybody a crystal clear view of what's going on. And then you can get really personal and build what people call a second brain using a popular method like Para. You basically create different databases to organize every part of your life, the projects you're working on, the areas you're responsible for, the resources you're learning about, and an archive for everything else. It's literally a custom-built system for your life. Okay, I know. Seeing all of this can bring back that original feeling, right? You're thinking, an OKR dashboard? A second brain? That sounds like a ton of work. But here's the thing you absolutely have to remember. You do not have to start from a blank page. Here's the secret to getting started. Use templates. Just go to Notion's official template gallery, find one tiny thing that solves a real problem you have right now, like a simple weekly planner or a habit tracker. Click that duplicate button, get it into your own workspace, and just start playing around. Change some text, add a block, delete something. It is by far the best way to learn. Because in the end, that's all it is. It all comes back to that one simple idea. You start with one small template, you change one single block, and then another and another. You just build on what's there, piece by piece. So I guess the only question left is, what are you going to build with your first block?